Morning. Good morning. We want to welcome everybody again to the Friday Think and Grow Rich accountability call. And this is a very safe space. We are very excited. Good morning. We want to welcome everybody again. Sorry, we are finally live. Yes. So anyway, we want to continue to thank everybody and welcome everybody to this Friday accountability call. As you know, we often come here, those who can, and we share our aha moments from what we've read in the chapter of any particular chapter principle in the book. So right now, we'd like to find out who would like to get started and go first. And remember our weekly instructions that if you are not on mute, then we will have to mute you if we hear any noise in the background. So who would like to go first and share the aha moment and any kind of accountability that you'd like for us to hold you accountable to? And again, we want to thank everybody for joining. Who'd like to go first, please?
I'll go first. This is Carla in Philadelphia. My aha moment comes from the chapter 9 on persistence, where the author summarizes the steps on how to develop persistence. 1, a definite purpose backed by a burning desire for its fulfillment. 2, a definite plan expressed in continuous action. A mind closed tightly against all negative and discouraging influences, including negative suggestions of relatives, friends, and acquaintances. And 4, a friendly alliance with one or more persons who will encourage one to follow through with both the plan and the purpose. So, and the goal for me is to develop habits in these 4 steps. My commitment last week was to make 5 calls daily in support of my money goal. On average, I did 3. I never hit 5 for each day. So each day, each time, that's my commitment for next week also to push through those 5. My calls are too long because we're talking to people. And then meeting the self-confidence formula. That's my share. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Carla. And that's what you'd like for us to hold you accountable for next week, right?
Correct.
Awesome. All right, just want to remind everybody that we are reading through the book Think and Grow Rich, and this is our weekly accountability call. Who'd like to go next? All right. If nobody else, Lynn, you want to go ahead and do yours, and then I'll go ahead and do mine, and we'll prepare to wrap up.
Okay, so I was trying to let somebody else go. Mine is also from the chapter on persistence, and I think it's on page 165, where it talks about when you find yourself in a nightmare and you can't move at all, and how, eventually you realize you have to move, and you start by trying to move one finger, and you finally get to one hand, and then it goes to your foot and your leg and the other leg. And what it did was it took me back 12 years ago. So when I was laying in the hospital bed, completely paralyzed on my left side, but I couldn't move. And the determination and the persistence of trying to move that first finger until I was able to finally get up and be able to walk. And it's like, and that's what they're talking about. That same kind of persistence is what I need in developing my money consciousness and reaching my goals. So that was like, okay, I know how to do that. And I know how to have that kind of persistence and be that determined. So last week I asked you to hold me accountable for sending out proposals, 2 more proposals. I did not do that. However, I did work a lot. I did a lot of performances, my comedy, and invited people out and passed out cards and things of that nature. So even though it wasn't in the other business, I did do a lot of work in the comedy business. So I want to be held accountable for making sure that I am writing every day in the comedy. And no, actually, I want to be held accountable to do one Instagram live next week for my comedy business.
Awesome.
That's
Awesome.
it.
Thank you so very much, Lynn. Just want to remind everybody, for those who are joining, that we are reading from the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And we want to also ask you to join us for our Think and Grow Rich Mastermind Live every Saturday. And this Saturday, we have a very special guest. And our very special guest is none other than Miss Carla Hill. And so we want to thank you, Carla, for being willing to be our guest on tomorrow's podcast. So all of you that's listening, please join in by going to YouTube, and you can just search and subscribe to the Ann McNeil YouTube, and you'll hear Carla Hill share her aha moments, if you will, from this book and the principle of persistence that we're discussing on tomorrow. So who would like to go next, please? Okay, all right, I'll go ahead and go and give my aha moment. I'm also in the principle of persistence, like most of us as we read through. And my aha is from, and I think Lynn gave her page. My page number is actually 169. And the author shares the 8 factors of persistence. And he said the first factor of persistence is definiteness of purpose. Knowing what you want is the first step, and perhaps the most important step toward the development of persistence. A strong motive forces one to surmount many difficulties. The second is desire. The third is self-reliance. The fourth is definite plans. The fifth is accurate knowledge. The sixth is cooperation. The seventh is willpower. The eighth is habit. And I want to go back for myself to the definiteness of plans. And I'm finding that the clearer I am about what it is I desire, I am able to create clearer plans with my mastermind group. But the opposite is true too. If I'm not very clear about what my desire is, then I am not clear about the plans. And that sounds very simple and it sounds very easy, but I'm finding on a day-to-day basis, if I don't keep my goals in front of me. Thank you, Doretha, and thank you, Imelda, for being a part of our Clarity Mastermind, because it is really daily forcing me, literally every morning, to reconsider reviewing my goals. First, making sure I set them in writing. And so it has been phenomenal. And today I made a commitment. It's what I want everybody to hold me accountable for. In our Clarity Mastermind, this month we're on the principle of recreation and to recreate what I desire in my recreational area. So I've committed to go to a different park every day. I drive from West Palm Beach to Miami, and there are many, 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 many parts on the journey. And so I've decided daily to visit a different park at least once a day. And that's my commitment that I want to be held accountable for the recreational area of my life. And then my business, I want everybody to hold me accountable to making 5 calls once a day for at least 2 businesses. That's it for me. All right. Now, with that being said, who would like to go next and give their accountability? And my reading for next week, I will continue to read in the principle of persistence. So who would like to go next and share their aha from their reading? Like Diane King says, pop like popcorn now. Otherwise, we're going to be popping off. So are you clear about what you want in your business and your life? Are you looking for accountability to ensure you stay on track? Be our guest for the Clarity Mastermind for the month of September. We want to thank all of you that joined us for the month of August. And you can get that information off the Think and Grow Rich International Mastermind Association Facebook group. And if you're not a member, please join us. All right, who would like to go next, please?
I'll go ahead and go next. This is Michelle from Stanford, and my reading comes from the chapter of persistence as well on page 167. These people know from experience the soundness of persistence. They are the ones who have not accepted defeat as being anything more than temporary. They are the ones whose desires are so persistently applied that defeat is finally changed to victors. When you stand on the sidelines of life, see the overwhelming large number who go down to never to rise again. We see the few who take the punishment of defeat as we urge to greater efforts. These fortunately never learn to accept life's reverse here. But what we do not see, what most of us never suspect of existing, is the silent but irresistible power which comes to the rescue of those who fight on in the face of discouragement. If we speak of this power at all, we call it persistence and let it go at that. One thing we all know is one does not possess persistence, one does not achieve noteworthy success in any calling. This is hard is because a lot of you know my PhD journey that I had issues with stubbornness and food and now, but I didn't give up. I kept going after my goal of quitting the PhD. And I was persistent and I finally actually did quit and I've been free since part time. So it's just a matter of I think we is only temporary. We learn from that and we can grow from that and they're successful in what we do and making people better than what they were before. So that was my aha moment. Last week I didn't share a goal, but this week I will be held accountable for working out for 150 minutes this week. Then thank you so much for letting me share.
All right, thank you so much, Michelle, and congratulations on that, because we are definitely here with you on that journey. I'd like to ask everybody to think about all the ways you have benefited from this accountability call. Now, who do you know that you think could benefit from this call? Could you use accountability in your life and in theirs? You think they might be interested in participating? And if so, invite them to participate with us on the next Friday accountability call, which is next Friday. Every single Friday, we're here on this accountability call. And you can find the registration link on Eventbrite under Think and Grow Rich Friday accountability call. Now, we are still looking for volunteers to help with hosting the call. So if you are interested, let us know by going to the Think and Grow Rich Friday accountability call and state there that you're interested. And who would like to go next to share? Or if we have any first timers, if you would be willing to come on and share who you are and who invited you to the call. All right, very well. No first timers. Oh, okay. You want to speak up? Hi, you want to go ahead, please introduce yourself and let us know who invited you to the call or how you heard about the call and if you got any kind of aha moments from the call. And thank you so very much for joining us.
Oh, good. Thank you. I'm Bridget Weaver from Fort Lauderdale. I wasn't invited to the call. I was actually looking for someone and came across this Eventbrite and registered. So, and what was the rest?
Okay, yes,
I
if
wasn't
you,
reading the book at all.
no, it's okay. Did you get,
get?
not a problem. Thank you so much. But did you get any kind of aha moment or any takeaways from the call this morning?
Oh, absolutely. My aha moment definitely is start reading this book. I've seen it before, but I think you never grabbed it to open up the book yet. But during the participation process, I think it was Carla that was speaking. And I was doing my business plan and also looking into different processes on how I was able to get to my next step or how I can get to my next step with this funding for my business. And the aha moment that I had was just basically the more that I just research, the more things just like to unfold and present themselves. Like they kind of like just fall in your lap sometimes. That's my aha moment for this week.
Thank you so very much. So we'll look forward to seeing you next week. And thank you for joining us. And please consider if there's anybody else that you know that may benefit from the call, please share the link with them to register. And we'll look to see all of you next week. All right. So there are any, yes, thank you. Anybody else first timers that are on the call would like to share? All right. Hi, go ahead, introduce yourself.
I'm always on Saturday morning. So I'm not like that. I got to take me.
Your name, please. Your name, please. And what city you're from?
Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. So then that means we'll be seeing you tomorrow morning, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. And you get to hear Carla Hill share her story tomorrow morning. So thank you so much for joining, both of you ladies, for the first time. And please get the book and join us next Friday, or you can just join us regardless. We'd love to have you. Anybody else just first timers? And I know we have some music in the background, as most of you can see if you are watching us on YouTube, that I am live from the Turnpike. No excuses. And so we have, yes, the relaxing music in the background. I'm not sure if that's jazz or whatever it is, but I'm thankful for the music. So with that thought, anybody else that's a first timer would like to share before we wrap up and bid everybody a wonderful day? All right. All right, very well. Thank you. Everybody have a great day, and we'll see all of you tomorrow. And remember to always comment, like, share the podcast. And if you're watching us on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and share it and comment. All right, everybody have a great day. Thank you.
You too, Ann. Have a great day.
All right, thanks.